Imposter syndrome is something that I didn't even know existed until now. And basically the common terms is that imposter syndrome, which is also known as imposter phenomenon or imposterism, is a psychological occurrence basically where an individual doubts their skills, their talents and any accomplishments really. And it's just kind of like a constant fear of being exposed as like fraud, so to speak, and it's just not a nice feeling. It really isn't. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steffi. If you are new here, hello, welcome to my channel. We talk about all things self-love and self-care and self-growth, and today we are discussing imposter syndrome. So I've been feeling a little bit of imposter syndrome, I would say, within the last, I'm not even exaggerating, 3 to 4 months. I just feel, especially with my channel, which is why I've had a little bit of a break and now I've decided to come back. I have so many videos that are overdue that are coming and everything, and thank you so much for your patience, and for those that are returning back to my channel, returning back to my videos, or if you're brand new here and this is the first video you happen to click on, welcome, and I hope you end up sticking around. I have just felt that even though I've had my channel for 8 years now, I think, I am a very creative person. I have purchased all the bits and pieces I need for a successful YouTube channel. You know, I put in so much time and effort with my editing, and I just feel sometimes I just don't get the recognition, which is what quite a few people think and feel as well, you know. So if you are a content creator, for example, or even if it's nothing to do with content creating, if you just feel in your everyday life, you know, at the job that you're in, or, you know, if you're doing a profession or a certain sport or something that you train so hard at, and you just feel like you're just not getting anywhere, it's okay, because quite a few people end up feeling like it, or they go through that, and it is it's a very difficult situation to be in, to feel like you're just there's just so much self-doubt, and it's just such a horrible feeling, and I don't know how else to explain it except that you just feel like anything you do is just not good enough, and that, you know, no matter what you do, or no matter what you try, or, you know, you try different things, you try different content ideas, or, you know, a different way to create something or do something, and you just feel like you're just taking like 5 steps back rather than even 1 step forward. And it is such a horrible feeling. So that is a little bit why I have been the way I have been with my social media and just life in general. So for example, I am looking to excel in a different career from the one that I currently am in. Nothing wrong with the one that I'm currently in. I'm very grateful that I have a job, don't get me wrong. But I definitely want to go down the road of becoming a full-time content creator, because I have had this channel for 9 years now, and I just have so much love. I must admit, I have had a few breaks, so obviously I can understand with not really being consistent, but I love creating content. I absolutely love it. I studied creative media when I was in school in 6th form, but I absolutely loved creating content and editing and everything, and I just feel like this is what I'm meant to do, this is what I'm meant to be. And then I get the imposter syndrome come through, and I'm like, ah, well, you know, you spent all this time creating content and editing, and then you don't get any, you know, you don't get any recognition, you don't get the views that you want, you don't get the engagement and things like that. And it's just so disheartening, and just many times I've sat there like, I'm just gonna give up, I'm just gonna like delete my channel, just absolutely everything, you know, delete my social media, my Instagram, my little TikTok that I've got going now that I'm trying. And I just really just want to sit there and just give up and just forget about social media. And then I've met so many amazing people through my social media, through my channels, through my Instagram, through TikTok now, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you, especially those I now have very good and very close friendships with. I am so grateful, and those that obviously watch and support me, whether you just support my channel or anything like that, I am just so grateful for every single one of you, and those are the reason that pushes me every time, as well as my very supportive boyfriend. Every time I just want to, you know, just stop YouTube or cancel or have a break or something, he's always there supporting me and motivating me to be like, look, you've done so well, you love doing it. And I do, I love sitting there and creating videos and editing, and I just love it all so much. So I'm hoping to go down the full-time content creator route. Also though, if not, which I am hoping will happen, if not, I do have a backup plan in a way, and I would love to become a part of a social media / digital marketing for a brand. I would like to just be able to showcase my skills. I just think at the moment where I am in life, and this is going to sound so big-headed and really make me think back to imposter syndrome, it's just like a vicious cycle that I just think where I am, without sounding too big-headed obviously, I just feel wasted. I know that sounds so rude and I don't mean that to by any means. It's just I have all these skills sat here when I, you know, feel confident and happy enough and, you know, everything. And I just don't think I am showcasing them. You know, I'm not getting any younger. I want to excel in a career that I absolutely love, whether that is becoming self-employed, working for myself, or working for a company in the social media digital marketing side. So that is a goal, that is the plan. And I just think with just imposter syndrome, it's just so disheartening, and it's nothing to do with depression or anxiety either, and most people do think that. And I mean, some people could look at it and be like, oh no, 100%, but from what I've kind of researched about, it isn't 100% linked. It is just kind of the way it is. So I'm not kind of linking it towards that, because that is a whole different story. But I am just, yeah, that's where I am. That's where I feel. And there's a lot of things going on, and I just wanted to kind of address it, that if you do suffer with imposter syndrome, you know, you're not alone, of course, and my DMs or comments are always open down below. If you want to be a bit more private, head over to my Instagram, which is the same handle as this, at Self-Love with Stephy, and I'm more than welcome to just chinwag away, just how you feel and whatnot, and we're all in this together at the end of the day, you know, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, it's nothing to feel so bad about or anything, because at the end of the day we are all human and we have emotions, and we just have to be aware at the end of the day that yes, it does give you self-doubt, but what is causing it? You know, once you find the cause to the problem, you can then tackle it. And this is what I'm really trying to do, is just to tackle things a little bit more, learn what's the best way to do it, learn how I can react to things or I can handle things, and just go from there, because one thing that I might try to do to help may not work for you, or vice versa. The thing with imposter syndrome is that something could just trigger it off. So say if you have to be a perfectionist, for example, that could be something that really triggers you off, and to feel that you're not kind of fulfilling what you think is the kind of perfection can really have an impact. And some people don't realise that either, the fact that, you know, it could kind of turn the other way, where everything has to be perfect, everything has to be right, and if it isn't, then damn, you're just like straight away imposter syndrome and just on a spiral. And it's just so, it's so fascinating at the same time as really damaging. So the best way that I've researched and kind of am looking into and trying to experience myself is you have to learn the facts. You know, you have to share your feelings, celebrate your successes at the end of the day. You know, even if it's something so small, still share your successes, because that will help you. Try and let go of perfectionism. I know that's really difficult for so many people, and to be fair, I am like that. If something 100% doesn't go the way I want it to be perfect, then I do get in such a rut, and I'm very guilty of that. Self-compassion, sharing your failures, and actually accepting it at the end of the day they're all so important to how you handle things, how things work for you, and if they do work for you, if they don't work for you, and what is the best way really to kind of taking that step to accepting it. That is one of the most important things that you can do, and steps. I feel just about confident to talk about this imposter syndrome that I'm feeling, and I really hope that it kind of inspires others to come forward or to research imposter syndrome and say, oh no, actually maybe that is me a little bit, you know, or I do suffer with that, or maybe not to a full extent, like all day, every day, hardcore, don't get me wrong, but I do think that, you know, sometimes when you research into a lot of things and you do accept it, which takes a massive step and it can be so difficult to accept. And I, for one, am very, well, I can be stubborn, just like everyone. To be able to accept it is just something that is such an achievement in one. And don't ever feel disheartened. Please don't ever feel disheartened. At the end of the day, it's a normal, common feeling. And some people really try to make it in such a big deal, you know, like, oh, you're one of them, or oh, you've got that or something. Why is it like that? You know, it doesn't need to be. Everyone is a human being and everyone needs to appreciate one another and be grateful in life and support people at the end of the day. It's nothing worse than going into a situation, or say if you're at work, or, you know, just how you're feeling, or around family or friends or your partner or something, and you don't get that support back. That could be one of the main reasons why you are feeling like an imposter at the end of the day. And taking that step is something that's really, really gonna make a difference in the long run and really, really help you deep down. So I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want this video to go on for too much longer. But like I said before, if you would like to discuss a little bit more things or have a chin wag in the comments down below, or if anything relates to you, then feel free to start a conversation down below in the comments. Or if you want to be a bit more private and just want to have a chin wag with me, feel free to head over to my Instagram, which is at self-love with Steffi, and we can talk all things. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can now understand how I am feeling in certain situations, and if you are feeling it, that is okay. You're not alone, and there are people out there that can help, can advise, and just to talk to you at the day and support you. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you would like to, of course, and make sure you hit that notification bell if and when you do subscribe, because then you'll be notified when I next upload. And I'll see you guys in a brand new video soon. Bye.